Nearly 70 years after J.D. Ross dreamed of it, City Light's Skagit Hydroelectric Project is a vital part of Seattle. It lies in the rugged North Cascades, 130 miles northeast of the city. Today, the Skagit hydropower system generates enough electricity to serve about 250,000 residential customers each year. Bill Newby is in charge of the Skagit project.
Keeping the system running as dependable as possible, you know. So that's the main crutch of the whole thing, is dependability into the system in Seattle.
City Light has 3 dams, 3 reservoirs, and 4 powerhouses on the Skagit. Ross, the newest dam on the system, is the largest and the farthest upstream. Each morning, work crews bound for Ross Powerhouse enjoy one of the most beautiful commutes in Washington. The powerhouse is accessible only by boat across Diablo Lake.
If you work for City Light, chances are that most people will think you live somewhere near Seattle, but that's not necessarily correct. 22 City Light employees live in Pend Oreille County, up in the northeast corner of Washington State. Every morning, these employees leave their homes in Medellin Falls, or Ione, and report to work at the Boundary Project. Their commute is a bit different from the rush most City Light employees experience. Their pace is slower, the view more scenic. Boundary's Thin Arch Dam is 340 feet high and 740 feet long at the crest. That's a little higher than a football field with both end zones tossed in, and about twice as long. The dam holds back a reservoir that reaches Box Canyon Dam, 17.5 miles upstream. Unlike the Skagit system, which has a large storage capacity, Boundary operates as a run-of-the-river facility. Water has to leave the system at roughly the same rate it enters. The Pend Oreille is surrounded by rolling hills, not steep canyon walls, so there's really no place to store more water. The reservoir at Boundary has about 1/24 the usable storage of Ross Lake.
Water, initially held back by the Grand Coulee Dam, travels through a series of lakes, tunnels, major canals, and reservoirs. The Columbia Basin Project covers an area roughly 125 miles from north to south and 60 miles from east to west. The land gradually slopes to the south, allowing the water to be distributed by gravity over 300 miles of major canals. It is along these canals that the sites of the district's hydro projects can be found. 3 of the hydroelectric projects have been completed. Their output is now part of the Seattle City Light resource mix. 2 projects are in the process of construction, and the 6th is in the design phase. When completed, the projects will provide a total of approximately 54 megawatts of average energy and 136 megawatts of capacity, at least half of which will be purchased by Seattle. Power will be generated from March to October, when water is being delivered to the farmers for their crops. This project has had some additional concerns because of the existing recreational area. Considerable care was taken in the design and construction of the power plant to lessen the impact to the recreational value. Besides hiding the power plant behind the bluff, all of the project structures have been designed to blend in with the color and reflectivity of the surrounding area. Electricity often starts with water. Tons of water spinning hydro energy from as far away as the Skagit or northeast Washington transmitted into the city of Seattle on high lines. Electricity is distributed on lines. These lines must be installed, maintained, and repaired. And those repairs are done at all hours of the day or night and in all kinds of weather. You've probably seen people doing line work on an electric pole in your neighborhood. These people are called line workers. Line workers are well-trained, skilled craftspeople working in a highly technical field. Years of experience allows the line worker to safely move lines into place. The lines they are connecting are energized, which means electricity is flowing through them. The apprentice in the middle of the screen is securing a crossarm on a new pole. She needs upper body strength to do this part of the work. Her leg muscles keep her on the pole.
Proper clothing is important. Most line workers wear heavy jeans or overalls, a thermal shirt, gloves, heavy socks, and sturdy high-top boots. In severe weather, rain clothes are a necessary part of the line worker's attire. Many physical demands are put on line workers. This makes safety and teamwork the basis for performing tasks effectively. Lifting materials up to 85 pounds requires upper body strength. Climbing wood and steel requires stamina and good climbing skills. And these physical actions are often performed within a hazardous setting, working in inclement weather, near energized lines and equipment, and the possibility of contact with high voltages.
Most of us know Seattle City Light is at work when we see people on electric poles. These are the line workers. But there's another very important electric worker that many of us never see, the electrician constructor. Constructors work in stations like this, where power from hydroelectric dams comes in before being distributed to schools, industry, or your home. And that's exactly why you may never have seen these people. They work in stations that are away from the public to prevent a curious visitor from having a serious accident.